afternoon.
Welcome to the live stream. It is good evening for us. It is 11 o'clock at night in 1 minute, so we're staying up late with you. I think there's a few more people up late on our side of the world right now because people are traveling to Vietnam for the meetup, so...
Yes.
Hello. Hey, Valerie. Wow.
From Qatar. You got on.
Are you in the city or at the airport?
I think it's the early evening there.
Hey, Cherie. Cherie's going to be making her way to Vietnam soon.
That's right. Happy Victoria Day, Canadians.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Philly and the Brain. Welcome.
Hello,
Glad to
everybody.
have you here.
Yeah, we actually have
Welcome
some
to
new.
everybody.
We have some new Canadian friends. I was on the treadmill in the gym. It was cardio day, so I was just doing steps. And when I came off the treadmill, I had my earpieces in. I'm listening to a book. And it was really juicy, so I wasn't paying attention. And there were two people working out behind me. I got off the treadmill and went to go get the spray to, hose down the treadmill. And they said, "Hey, you're Allie." I was like, some people that are in our YouTube course. So we've been hanging out with Corey and Wallace here in Cambodia the last week or so. So it's been kind of fun.
Hey, we got Jeff Melson in the chat. Welcome, Jeff.
Welcome.
Hey, Monica.
Both Monicas are here.
Both Monicas, yes.
Yeah.
Bonnie, welcome. All of our kids are in Chicago this week, Bonnie. So.
That's right.
Yep.
By all, he means both.
Both.
We just have to.
Hey, Carolyn's in Chicago too. There's a Chicago
It's a Chicago
meetup.
day.
Yeah, Chicago meetup today.
That's right.
I don't know if Alexa will be on the chat today because she is visiting our son. So
That's right. She's having some fun in Chicago. Yesterday she said they did 27,000 steps. She's coming to see us this fall in Japan. I said, "Hey, that's just prep for Tokyo." Training. Ooh, hello from Cuenca.
hello, David Harrell. I don't know if your wife is watching too, but hello to her as well.
Sarah.
Let's see.
Did we say hi to Rita? Ooh, dust storm in Chicago. Ooh, I didn't hear about that.
Keith and Wynn. I hope the prospecting is going well.
Yes. Northern California.
Hello,
That's where
Amy.
Monica Stevens is.
Hey, Kelvin. Welcome. Gonna be seeing you soon. Hey, foodies. Welcome back.
Kelvin, yes.
Yeah, we got the whole gang in here today. That's
whole
awesome.
gang.
Yeah. So we are going to be just answering any questions today. It's like the title said, ask us anything. You can ask us anything. We may not respond, but you can ask anything. I would like to know.
That's what we were discussing. We were like,
I was like,
ask us anything. I was like, well, are we going to answer the ball? Rob was like, I don't know. We'll see.
I said, it's not titled "We'll Answer Everything." It's called "You Can Ask
Us anything."
So, that's funny. Hey, Ted, welcome. How you doing today?
All kinds of people in here.
Anything is possible. Travel is coming to us from Bangkok. There's a lot of people in Bangkok right now.
Oh yeah, there are a lot of people in Bangkok right now. Linnell says hi. She's not on a cruise ship. She is in Vietnam.
If you're in the group chat for Vietnam, Linnell is trying to track down some ketchup. She's offering a bounty of 500,000 for a bottle of ketchup.
That's right.
But you do have to deliver it to Vietnam within the next week. So that's an opportunity.
It's too funny.
I started thinking I would start offering a bounty for some things because I can have some people bring me some stuff.
Every time somebody's coming to visit, I'm just like, "Ooh, can you bring me a couple of things?"
Oh, Valerie says she has a taker on the ketchup already. I was looking through my bag. I was like, I have some ketchup packets from the pizza company. No pine
Actually,
syrup.
it's tomato sauce is what it says on the packet. You never know what you're gonna
Yes.
get
Oh,
ketchup wise.
that's what I want. Jeff Melson with the bounty here. He says, Rob, do you want me to pick up a shirt from the game? Yes. See, I have my Japanese shirts. Extra large. Actually, because it's Japan, if they have 2XL,
You gotta go up
you
a
gotta go up a
size.
size.
Sometimes
You gotta go.
two.
Sometimes 2 sizes. It's very humbling.
If you want to be humbled real quick, go clothes shopping in Japan.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, you instinctively get your medium, and then you go into the room and you hold it up. You're like, there's no way I could put that on.
One day in Bangkok, I went into the Nike store and I was gonna get a shirt, and I was like, I took a shirt to the dressing room, and all they had was large. Yeah, give me a 2XL. All they had was large. I was like, you know what? I'm feeling pretty skinny today. Let me try this large on. So I took the shirt back. I couldn't even get it over my head. It was so small. It was like
I said, how did it go? He was like, it didn't.
it was like a small.
That happened to you in Taiwan too, when you were trying to get a shirt at the baseball game there.
Yeah, you need to try those shirts on. 'Cause it is tight.
Oh my goodness. Too funny.
Clothes shopping in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
It's good. Actually, I'm thinking about having a couple of pieces made when I'm there. I found this lady who was recommended by somebody else, and she's in Da Nang. I think I might see if I can get her to make some pieces for me.
Wait, Valerie, which Hyatt is on sale for Japan? Because I'm waiting on 2 of them.
Yeah, a lot of stuff passed through here.
I know How Long Bay. I just missed a lot of stuff. Yeah.
It just scrolled up and I missed a lot of things. Sorry if you just came into the chat.
Hey, Gary,
this thing
welcome.
Just rolls like crazy.
Hey, Gary's
Germany.
in Germany, wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Gary Anello.
Monica wants to know the name of my new channel.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll be talking about that in just a minute.
Yes. Good question, Monica.
Yeah, the Cuban sandwich Linnell had did look good. That was posted in the Dining group chat. But
yeah,
it
Rob's excited about that.
I need a Cuban sandwich. I actually want to go to McDonald's. I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, you know what? There's no McDonald's.
There's no McDonald's in Cambodia. They have Burger King.
One of the few countries that doesn't have McDonald's.
Yeah, Malaysia, you can find pretty good clothes. They actually have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, they have a Lululemon there, and I got a hole in the one long pair that I had when I was in Malaysia, and I went to the mall and I was able to replace the same pants, and it was really nice. Same sizes. They don't have as many sizes, for like bigger, and they do actually have Asia sizing, which is kind of like petite, which is kind of nice because I'm not tall, so that does help me.
Ted wants to know tips on staying focused on living overseas when you're still grinding away back in the USA. That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
We, what we ended up doing when we were doing that situation was we were just watching so many travel shows, like every night. We were watching, I don't know why, we were watching House Hunters International like crazy back then. We were watching Rick Steves. That was kind of before YouTube, because this was a long time ago. Kind of before YouTube was, there weren't a lot of travel YouTubers back then.
Yeah.
So we were watching like PBS shows. But I think that did help. Also going, once you just went, so that's going to keep you focused. So I think going once a year.
Yeah. Little research, that kind of stuff helps too, to keep your focus.
Yep.
Like, oh, what would I plan for this? And even just starting to work on some things, like maybe working on paring things down at home so that it's easier when you get closer. I mean, you don't have to be like crazy and sell everything, but really start taking a good hard look at some of the things that you have at home. That will help you, like, okay, I'm working on it. I'm starting to, pare things down and get rid of things and, kind of minimize. That helps too.
Valerie, are you saying that the Nha Trang Hotel is bookable? I'm going to look that up after this because I've been waiting a year for that to be bookable. Also, Phu Quoc. I'm waiting for Phu Quoc to be bookable. and Hyatt. So, ooh, Rob B says they can bring me a St. Louis Cardinals shirt. I would wear that.
There you go.
I'll wear any baseball shirt or hat. Any single one.
But don't bring too many. He doesn't have a lot of room in his bag.
Yeah, but I can get rid of
But you can
this
get rid
one.
of something. Yeah.
Hard as it would be. Does it matter if I use my confirmed suite upgrade before or after I get to 40 nights and elect lounge access? No, because the suite is separate from the lounge. So you can be in a suite. You won't have lounge access though, but you would just be in a suite. So yeah, I don't know why I'm craving McDonald's, Leanne and Chan, but I am. I went 5 months in Bangkok, probably only had it once.
I'm not even sure we had it. Did we have it?
I think we had it once.
Oh.
You know what it is? I love breakfast. Like, I love breakfast. And if there's no Denny's, McDonald's breakfast is not bad. Like, it's not bad. And so we will oftentimes order breakfast from McDonald's.
Yep.
In Bangkok. And you cannot do that here in Cambodia. And I've tried some substitutes. There's a place called Pong. It's kind of like that, but
it's close, yeah.
It's
And
close.
there's another one, Cafe Soria too. Oh, Cherie, yes. No Reservations, Samantha Brown. That's a great show. We love everything
we did watch
Samantha
that.
Brown. We would watch all the different shows and series that she did. Still love Samantha Brown.
She did an Italy series. We watched that whole thing. I think did she do Colombia? No.
I don't think it was her, no.
We also watched James May, and we watched Rudy Maxa. Yeah, that was old school. Yeah, Uniqlo. We shop there here. Yes, Julie, IHG is still having the points sale. There should be a link in the description of, probably not this live, but any of our videos would have a link to the sale. Seniors at sea, behind on your videos because of storage. Yes, going over that in the updated course. All right, that's probably my segue into what I was going to talk about. So
Yes, and Monica's question earlier, Scripty Monica.
So we did do a very big YouTube course update this week. There's 10 new modules. So if you haven't checked it out yet, go check that out. I put in the YouTube community what the changes are, so you don't have to rewatch the whole course, just the titles of the things that are new. But a couple of them are pretty important, I think, because I actually started a new channel 2 weeks ago today. And put it out there. I did announce it on this on the live stream
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, but I didn't put it anywhere else. I'm happy to say that I hit my 1,000 subscribers last night on that channel. And part of the reason why that happened so quickly was the section that I just put in the course on new niche research and how I went about researching what to do first, like how to grow quickly. And that's exactly what I did. And now I knew that this was a pretty good niche, and I knew that I saw an opportunity. So I did that, but I put that in there. There's definitely some strategies, and I go through it with our modeling channel, like how I would do it if I was starting that channel, so you can get an idea of how to do this for your channel. So definitely check that module out in the course, because they do work if you do it properly. So I was blown away by that because, the thing is, anytime you start a channel, you just don't know. You don't know what's going to happen. And Allie tries to, keep me motivated because she's positive. I'm always like, she calls me Eeyore.
I'm like, here comes Eeyore, I say.
Because I'm like, it'll probably only be 5 views. That's what I always say.
I'll say, "Oh, you got your video up." He's like, "Yeah, but it's probably only gonna have 5 views." I'm like, "What? That's not a good attitude."
That's what I always
He's
say.
always got his little rain cloud comes out.
Yeah. So we balance each other on that. But what I wanted to say was, yeah, it'll never work.
Exactly.
Probably only gonna get
It's
5
not gonna be
views.
good.
So I've made 6 videos. I've learned a lot, and yeah, so 1,000 subscribers. I don't quite have the watch hours, but it's getting close. So I'm hoping to be monetized
Oh, I don't think you
soon.
shared the name of your new channel.
Oh, I didn't share. It's Grounded Life Investing, so it's about investments and investing, and just mostly investing for people who are retired and are trying to live off the income for their channel. So it did. I saw a quote this week that's pretty famous, and so I wanted to read it to you guys and inspire you with it. Maybe it inspired me today, because a lot of times I am the person that sits around thinking, oh, what if I only get 3 views? And so it's like, you do need some motivation. And I think part of it is that I'm proud of myself just for doing it. That was a big step for me. I'm proud of anyone here who's started a channel. It doesn't matter if you're monetized or how well it's going yet. Just starting the channel is huge. And just doing anything, at our age, a lot of people get set in their ways, and just doing it, traveling. For those of you already sitting in Da Nang ready for this trip, that's huge. And so the quote is from Theodore Roosevelt, 1910. It's the man in the arena, famous quote. And this was over 100 years ago, but it's so applicable to YouTube and travel, which is amazing. So he said, "It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better." And that's so important, because we get caught up in the criticism we're going to have of our channels and so forth. And he's saying it's not the critic who counts, not the person who points out flaws, not the person who says you could have done this better. The credit belongs to the man who strives, who dares greatly, who perseveres, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat.
That'll get you going.
Yeah, so, and I think that applies so much to travel too. Like, there's people who just kind of sit there and like, I don't know, maybe it's not gonna, maybe it won't be good. And then, we got people sitting in Da Nang right now. Linnell's in Da Nang. Laura Butler's in Da Nang. They're sitting there right now, and we're going there soon. There's people on their way. David Harrell's getting ready to go. Cherie's getting ready to go. Jeff's almost on his way. And I consider that being in the arena. And when you put yourself in the arena, that's the potential for life change to start happening. And you see it all the time. Even just starting a YouTube channel or getting out and doing traveling, it can change your life. Mm-hmm. And I think it's just something that, don't listen to people. Don't be afraid of what people are going to say. Some of us, like me, that's our tendency. Like, Allie doesn't have that tendency, but I have that tendency. You may have that tendency. You got to fight it, because it's going to stop you from changing your life. So if you want to, it's probably too late to come to Da Nang now, but there is another trip coming up, Hong Kong, in October. We're doing the same thing in Hong Kong. So jump in the retirement community now and do the Hong Kong trip, or jump in and start your YouTube channel. Whatever it is that you are not doing because you're afraid of what people might say, their opinion does not matter. That's what I have. That's my rant.
Done. Yes.
Yeah.
And actually, it's funny, because Linnell actually said something along those lines recently. On her channel, stop right there. This one. On her channel, she was sharing about, when like people post like hateful comments, or like giving her advice on what she should do on her channel, and it's like she goes and looks, and they don't even have a YouTube channel. So it's like you can't really give someone who's being as successful as her, you know, advice on a YouTube channel. Well, you don't even have a YouTube channel. And actually, she had a question on here, I think down more maybe. It was in reference to, I think, this way. Whoop.
That's as far as it goes.
Oh, is it? Oh, I missed it then. Where did it go? I don't know where your question went, Linnell. I saw it somewhere. The question was about starting a new channel when we went to a new country. So here's the thing is that we do some, especially when we come to a new place like this, we do a little bit of research and we do some tours, but we also want to kind of just soak it in too and not just like run through it like a full-on tourist. We do some tours, but we also just want to live here too, to see if it's a place that we would like to just hang out in and live. And we've talked about that here in Cambodia, especially here in Siem Reap. We were talking about, yeah, this would be a good place to come back to. So then as soon as we make that decision, then we're like, you know what? Then we can just kind of kick back and not do as much because we'll come back. And so we save things and don't rush through a country and do all the touristy things because we wait, because we know we'll come back. And we'll just do it then. I mean, it's like Bangkok. I could, when I show up to Bangkok, do all of the things that I want to do. And there's a long list. But I just do a couple things each time. But it allows me, because I'm there for a long time, I can just live. And if I do it, fine. If I don't, that's fine too. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, we don't do everything all at once. So I don't know where we came up with this. There was a TV show many years ago. If someone could tell me what this quote is from, TV show probably only had like 4 episodes, and then it went off the air. But so there was a show, and one of the lines from it was, they said, "Don't be a hero," and so we started saying that, and it's like
Don't be a hero.
Don't be
when
a
you
hero.
Get somewhere.
Would be like, we're trying to go on 6 tours in 6 days. That's being a hero. Don't be a hero. We gotta rest. We gotta take.
We take it easy.
We gotta take it easy. We used to try to be a hero.
We did, and then we left the place, and we're like, "Oh, I'm exhausted," and we couldn't really tell if it was a place that we liked because we were too busy running around taking stuff in.
Yeah. So I'm way behind on the questions here. So.
Yeah, we are. Sorry. I'm sure you got to scroll. We missed a lot of things.
Yeah.
Work on getting hotel points. Oh, hi, Dave Poon.
Hey, Dave. Welcome. I don't even see. Oh, there.
Right here.
there.
I just saw his name. I'm sure there's other people here that we haven't said hi to, but
yeah,
they bounce around so much.
Yeah, it's the screen is going very quickly.
It just scrolls like crazy.
Let's see. Yeah, Valerie just sold her house. Did you just sell it, or are you saying you sold it a while ago?
No, she just sold it, I think, recently. I love that. Just quit and left.
we did not get. I don't have a Dodgers shirt. My daughter does. I've been there many times though. I have a Giant shirt. It's weird because like when we go to LA, I almost feel like we live there, so I don't go do the touristy things. So we don't go like to the tourist shops and buy shirts, but we did in San Francisco. Gary's been hitting the McDonald's. Gary has some great pictures of Bangkok on his Instagram. Go check that out.
Classic Bangkok photos.
Some good Bangkok photos. I got some good ones. We're gonna have to share Bangkok photos when we meet up next week because Bangkok's got some good stuff out there. Let's see. Yeah, Dave's saying Anthony Bourdain is a good show to watch.
Yes.
He used to love to watch that too.
Yeah, I did. I do. From time to time, I still watch it. It's kind of like a comfort show.
Rush Clan says, how do you avoid being in dangerous places when you don't speak the language? We just go to Asia.
Yeah.
Then it kind of eliminates most of the dangerous
Yeah.
places, really, like it is. Like, it's so much better. I don't even consider danger. I don't. I was walking around last night at midnight, Cambodia. No problem.
Someone was talking about, a couple people talking about Uniqlo. Yes, it does vary by country, and it does vary the cut and the size. So definitely, again, will humble you very quickly. in some places.
Seniors at Sea saying downsize to upsize was a great channel to help them declutter. That is the one.
Yes, that's the one. Yes.
I don't know if is Brenda on here?
I don't think so.
Joe, yeah, go check out the update. Let's see. I'm way behind. This is from before I started my rant.
Before you started your motivational, what do you call it? Motivational speech.
That's a good question, Leno. What red flags, criteria do you look for when choosing which countries not to visit? Okay, so we do have a video coming out in a week or two on our channel of countries that we would not go back to. Which we don't normally do, because normally when you do that, people get upset.
People get all wound up, and it's like, you know, it's just what we didn't like. Everybody has their own choice. We share what it was and why we felt that way. And some of them were very unique to us. And we say that in the video. We'll see. I'm sure we're going to get a bunch of crazy comments.
But basically it boils down to safety, and then it boils down to personal preference of things that we don't prefer. Food could be one, like if you're picky. But
like customs or things that people do that we're not used to or don't like or don't make us feel good. You'll see when the video comes out what I mean by that.
Let's see. Oh, Jeff didn't hear the channel name. It's Grounded Life and Investments. Yeah. I got 6 videos on there. Julie says she's very leery about Bitcoin, though. I haven't talked about Bitcoin on there at all. Not yet.
He could give you a whole speech on Bitcoin.
I think David Harrell might be into Bitcoin, so maybe we'll talk about it in Daning. We'll get Jeff Nelson talking about it. Let's see. We'll have a rooftop crypto conference. Oh wait, Cherie's into Bitcoin too.
Ooh.
Hey,
well,
now we gotta have.
We have a real conference going.
Now we have a conference. We're gonna have a rooftop Bitcoin and see if you guys want to drink wine, Bitcoin, and bubbles. It's like I just made that up.
Interesting.
You like it?
That'd be interesting since you don't drink alcohol.
You guys can drink, and
Ross gonna have a Coke or water.
There's bubbles in Coke. You guys can drink. I'll talk about Bitcoin.
Too funny.
So I do have to say this because we, if I ever do start merchandise on the investing channel, I saw a shirt the other day I said I should get this for you, Allie, and it said. A woman was wearing this shirt and it said, "I wish I was a Bitcoin podcast so my husband would listen to me." Wow, that's pretty funny.
It is funny. I don't have that problem, but that is a funny shirt.
Okay, I'm still way behind. Okay, people talking about being their own critic.
Yes. I can understand that.
Yes, seniors that see that quote should be sent to all the
Indeed.
critics. Hey, Shane, I didn't see you in here earlier. Let's see, I'm way behind. Yeah, we're waiting to see if Monica's going to make it.
Let's hope so, Monica.
Yeah, Jack, my editing has improved. My not having weird things in the background of the videos has improved. And I also realized that, so with 2 people, our camera focuses easily because it's wider, but with me I was putting the camera too close because it's just me and I was trying to fill the frame and the focus was like coming in and out. So hopefully I fixed that. Valerie has Bitcoin. Wow. Glowbeam has Bitcoin. Everybody has Bitcoin.
Okay, you got a club. Sounds like you got to do a Bitcoin video on your channel then.
Yeah, we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. David has never been to a country he wouldn't return to. Cities, but not countries. Yeah.
Yep. I mean, we always say we'll give something a second try, but we definitely don't prioritize them over someplace else that we're considering. Unless we're literally going to be right next door or something.
Egypt is going to be mentioned in our video. Shree was talking about Egypt up here. Downsize to Upsize is its own channel. Just Downsize to Upsize, Michelle.
Yes.
That's Brenda's channel.
Yep.
Why did we stop cruising? We have not stopped cruising. We just haven't been on one in a little bit.
We just rotate because we don't cruise full time.
But we
Linnell
have,
cruises full time, Poverty to Paradise.
yeah. But we have 3 cruises coming up, which you can still go on. What are the 3 we have?
Let's see. Oh, we've got Rome. That's YouTube cruise. We've got Norway, Iceland. That's a dream cruise. And then Antarctica, another dream cruise next year. Next year, as we've said, since Jeff is here, is the year of yes. In celebrating the 30th year, our 30th year wedding anniversary year, which is actually this fall. We're rolling it off with all kinds of epic things. So those are the 3 we have for now.
Yeah, so links to those are in the community if you want to sign up for them. What's the most shocking thing that you wish someone had told you in advance about just traveling to Asia or traveling?
I think just
in general?
maybe traveling full time. Maybe I think she
Shocking thing
means.
was I wish someone told me when we got to Asia that it was going to be so safe, because
Yeah.
the first few months I just kept thinking people were messing with me, but they were just being nice. It's just so different. Like, let your guard down. Just be your true self. That I don't think we are our true selves that often at home, because we're always on the lookout.
Yep. Always watching.
What do you think? What do you wish?
Wish someone had told you in advance. I think a big one too, and we were actually sharing this last night with our new friends from Canada, was just not to, I mean, we're both very detail oriented and very like, everything is planned out. And now it's just like, as far as like our travel, we're like, all right, well, that's fine. You know, like we just recently had a flight that got changed like 4 hours later than we had originally planned. And we had everything. We picked that flight specifically because we wanted a particular time to arrive, and they changed it to 4 hours later. And we were like, oh, well, I guess we're getting in later. We'll just change everything. No biggie. To not sweat things like that, because it's going to happen a lot. It actually happens quite a lot. And instead of being so stressed all the time, now it's just, you know, we're just super chill.
Let's see. First reaction to Japan. Japan isn't like a we're gonna die situation. Japan is like a I'm never gonna figure this out situation.
Yeah, Japan is one of those places, and I think pretty much, and I think even Anthony Bourdain said this. It's a country that is so unique that there will be a profound change in you, especially if you stay, like, not if you're just doing the port stops, but if you actually stay there, even for just a few days, and actually, you know, get to a chance to like interact and do all the stuff and try to ride metros. It's one of those places where when we went the first time, we were like, and we had traveled already at least 6 years or so before we went the first time. It was like, oh my goodness, this is so stressful. Like, we felt completely, it felt like someone had, you know, taken away our sight and our hearing and we were just kind of feeling our way around the country is how we felt. But we love it so much, we go back at least once a year and spend 2 to 3 months there every year now, because we just love it.
Yeah, Yasmin wants to know, can I start my channel without going through all the modules? I mean, you can, but I think you can get through the modules pretty quickly.
I think you can make it through.
I would watch, because if you start in the wrong, like, this is the thing about YouTube, is if you start and you do the wrong thing, it's going to set you back. And I see people all the time. I was talking to people just the other day, and they're like, hey, look at my channel. And I look at the channel, I'm like, this is wrong. You're doing it wrong. There's several things wrong. And they had like 100 videos they'd made. And I'm looking at the channel, I'm just like, this is just never going to work. They could make 400 more videos. It's not going to work.
Mm-hmm.
And so you don't want to do that. You want to make sure you're focused and like spend the time to get calibrated correctly before you go 100 miles an hour. Otherwise, you'll be 100 miles in the wrong direction.
Yeah. And you're getting advice here from 2 other people that have been through the course and are monetized, Poverty to Paradise and Cherie, Linnell and Cherie both saying, don't do it. Linnell says, wouldn't recommend it. And Cherie says 0 out of 10, don't recommend. So yeah, definitely finish up don't rush it as far as that part is concerned. But once you get through those modules, go for it. And Rachel says the same thing. She just got monetized too.
That's 3 people right there that just got monetized. Congratulations to everybody. It's going to be awesome getting that first paycheck.
Yeah, Seniors at Sea, you get, 13-hour delay. It's just like, all right, well, I got nothing else I'm doing. And somebody asked about if we're like, why didn't we visit China? It's on the list. Eventually we'll get there. They actually made it easy to not have to worry about getting a visa. The biggest issue for us in the past has been the visa, but now you can go for 10 days, kind of on that, like travel pass, or I forget what it's called, but anyways, you get 10 days now. So we have been throwing it into the mix, and when it works out, we'll go.
Let's see. I don't understand the question, Anna. If you had to do something over again, what would it be? Like if something we made a mistake on or something we want to do again? Let me know what you meant by that.
If you had to do it. I'm trying to decide what that would be.
Yeah, Japan is its own thing. We're going there.
For sure.
It's its own thing. Japan's awesome.
It is great, though. We love it.
Kind of jealous of Jeff Nelson. He's going now.
He's going there before he goes to Vietnam.
To a baseball game.
So fun.
Let's see. Japan is the first stop on our Southeast Asia adventure. It's not bad. I mean, if you can make it in Japan, you can make it anywhere.
You can make it anywhere. It's like New York.
Yep. Japan is actually easy. You just won't understand anything.
Yeah.
Like you'll understand.
It just takes a little bit to get used to. It's not bad at all. It's super safe, super clean. The food, mwah. And the people are super kind. It's just, I love everything about it, honestly. It's so orderly. That's my favorite thing because I'm a super orderly person.
Let's see.
Linnell, favorite. We use Travel Spend is how I keep track of stuff. You can do the free version or the paid version of it.
Extend the visa in Vietnam. You get a long time in Vietnam. You should get 90 days.
But you have to do that when you get the visa. You have to get the right visa.
If you have a problem, with your visa, look in the course under the visa. There's a trusted friends section for Vietnam. The visa people that we use, contact them and they'll fix whatever problem you have. That would be what I would do.
Oh, Anna, I would say we understand your question now. I would say that honestly, we took too much with us when we first started. At the very beginning, we just had way too much crap. And actually, we were just talking about packing in the group chat for the Da Nang trip, and one of the things I was thinking about that when people were talking about the packing. I mean, it's easy to bring too much stuff, and when it boils down to it, you just find what feels comfortable. And most of the time, it's so hot that you don't want to. You're not trying to be, Instagram cutie pie or something. you just want to be comfortable and look decent, so you just bring the stuff that you're going to be comfortable in and just go with the flow, right?
I'm trying to be cute with this shirt.
Rob's trying to be Instagram cute.
Seniors at Sea wants to know, would you recommend redoing all of your thumbnails that are not performing well? We've never redone a thumbnail because we're just moving on. Next one. I don't know that it makes a ton of sense. And I would do it in the case of like, so we did do, we rode the Canadian train across Canada, and we spent like $4,000 to ride that train. And I was pretty determined that we were never gonna lose money on a train, because like we almost always make more money, pretty much always. Like if we spend $4,000 to do something, we do the research and we say, how much will we probably make if we ride this train? And I was pretty sure we could make at least $5,000 on the videos from the train. And so if we'd put that one up there and it did terrible, I definitely would have redone it, because we spent so much to do it. But we put it up there and it got like 500,000 views. And so it made, I don't know, $10,000-$15,000. So I didn't care about it. That's the only case, is like if it's just a normal video, like we're just making videos here about things we liked about Bangkok, I would not redo that, because chances are the thumbnail
wouldn't affect it.
Wouldn't affect it. But if there's videos like something that I paid a lot of money to do that I know other people did well, like when we rode the Glacier Express train in Switzerland, that one did not do so well. I think we did actually redo that thumbnail.
I think we did, yeah.
Because I wanted to make my $800 back.
We were like, we want our money back. We've made it back now, but...
So yeah, I don't think we've not made the money back ever.
Valerie, yes, I'm pretty sure there's at least a couple arrival lounges that you could use in KUL.
You're not going to offend people with your Japanese, I can tell you that. So this is what happens in Japan. I only know like a couple words, like arigato gozaimasu. That's basically all I know.
And sumimasen.
I didn't know that. So, like, you'll go up to pay, and they'll say something to you in Japanese, not expecting you to say anything. And I'll pay, and I'll be like, arigato gozaimasu. And then they'll be like, oh, you know Japanese.
They get so excited.
They get so excited. And they just go on this whole thing with you. I'm like,
and he's like, no, that's actually all I know.
But even saying just one word of Japanese, not even properly most of the time, they are excited for it. Let's see. Oh, Adventures of Dave and Nikki is in here too. Maybe that's Nikki.
Yay.
Is that Nikki?
Oh, I bet you that's Nikki.
Because Dave's in here.
Because Dave's in here too. I love that they're both in here. I think you're in Croatia, maybe, if I remember right.
Hey, hello from Kansas. Yeah, Joe, no one really spoke English. Yeah, we basically, to get train tickets in Japan,
my goodness,
we just walk up to the counter. We're fairly versed in train ticket buying, I would say.
A couple of them you can do with like the Smart EX app, which is fine, but you can't use that app for all the trains. So we had to go into the station we did a couple of like odd places. And so it's not like the main, Shinkansen. So we went into the station, waited in line, which the line went really quickly, get up to the counter, and we're just, looking at the guy, he's looking at us, and we're like, I don't know how this is going to go. So we just kind of showed him the name of the train that we wanted to go on. He goes, oh, he goes under the counter, pulls out this book that looks like a phone book. If you guys remember phone books, he opens the thing up and starts looking for the train information inside of that book. And we were like, what? That's not in the computer? Because he had a computer sitting right there, but it was like really crazy. Anyways, it turned out that unfortunately the train we wanted to ride was sold out for months.
Yeah, just go up to the window and ask them. They do speak English at the train counter windows. Lenore wants to know, what do you pack for travel that most people forget or don't realize would be helpful? A couple of good things. 2 things you need. I can think of 1 thing for sure. Especially if you're going to Japan. This is critical. critical for Japan. You need either Band-Aids or electrical tape. You might think that's
Yes.
weird. Why would you need Band-Aids or electrical tape? Okay, in Japan, for some reason, a lot of the time, everything is automated in Japan. And so when you're in a hotel room, a lot of the time, you walk into the bathroom, you open the door. Not only does the toilet pop up, like automatically, the lights will come on automatically. So if it's like the middle of the night, it'll just like you're awake.
Then you're up.
After going to the bathroom in the night. So everything in Japan is run by a sensor. So if you put a Band-Aid or electrical tape over it, you can stop the lights from coming on in the middle of the night. The other thing we travel with is like a battery operated night light, because some places in the world it's completely dark. Like here.
Yep.
Right?
There's no night light, or the night lights are too bright.
Yeah.
And it's really just like a light.
So I would say think about your nighttime lighting system, because you're going to be in all different hotels.
Yeah.
So if you bring a night light and Band-Aids or electrical tape, you can meet most of your challenges.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Never heard about that before.
And she does a sink stopper.
Sink stopper.
I'm assuming for laundry.
Yeah, what would
Is
you
that
use?
what you use it for?
What do you use
For
a sink
laundry?
stopper for? Although we started taking our laundry in Bangkok, we took it to a
We just
place.
started dropping it off.
They spoiled us.
They did. They spoiled us rotten at that place. It was run by these ladies from Myanmar. It was a massage shop and a laundry shop. And you would see them in the corner doing the laundry while you were sitting there getting a massage. They were the sweetest ladies. They were so cute. They taught me how to say thank you in their language, and so I would say thank you to them, and they thought that was so cool. They were adorable.
Yes, get a Suica Passmo card in Japan, but when we were there, you couldn't get one.
Yeah, you
There was
can
a
now.
shortage.
But if you have an Apple phone, you can just get the app, and you can just tap your phone. Super easy. That's what I did.
I did not have an Apple phone, so I had to. Every time I got on a train in Japan, I had to put coins in. That was very annoying. Yeah, you couldn't get it. You can't get it on Android. You can only get it on Apple.
They said they were going to, but I'm not sure if they have yet.
You couldn't. Yeah, Liontail, it's not half because you're still paying full price for the hotel room. You're really only splitting the travel and the food.
If it was just one of us, it'd probably be more like maybe 3,000. Do you think that sounds right?
Probably.
To do it at the way we're doing it. Obviously, you could do it for less, and obviously, you could do it for a lot more too.
Yeah. Yeah, Blue Reader saying they'll do a fare adjustment. We never missed a train in Japan.
No, we didn't have a problem at all. Not
Which
once.
is good.
They were always perfectly on time.
I mean, we were
And the train we were looking for is not one that you could buy on your own. Anyways, we were trying to get on a particular sleeper train, so you can't get that one just like from the machines or whatever. You had to actually go to the counter to buy it.
Does Grab work with any credit? We've had trouble. We use PayPal, but Manel just got it working. So I don't know. What did you? We've had ours going for a long time. So
yeah, I find that the PayPal card usually works best, better than if I used any of my credit cards.
Joe says he got it to work with IHG Premier MasterCard.
Oh, there you go.
I think it can depend on what country you're in, because some countries are different. Same company though. We've never been where the YouTube. When I was asking about is the Wi-Fi too slow, we've never been anywhere where it's too slow to upload, except on a cruise ship.
Yeah, the cruise ship is probably the only place we've struggled, but where there's a will, there's a way, and I know you know that, Linnell.
I was reading your thing about leaving your door open to upload a video.
We were
I was
cracking
laughing.
up. We were like, yeah, we understand. like right by the door, move a desk or a
Yeah.
chair over there. Yeah.
Let's see. She says she used her Chase Business Inc.
Her new. She's
and
trying to get that welcome bonus. Well, you're not going to get it ordering food in Vietnam.
yeah, that's 75-cent delivery fee. It's gonna add up. Gary used his Chase Inc. Preferred for Grab as well.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe it's working better now.
Maybe it is working better now, especially now that Food Panda's not working.
Yeah.
In I think it's it is gone now. Food Panda in Thailand, but they have it here. They have Food Panda here in Cambodia.
Yeah. To give you an idea of the delivery here, so you can get a tuk-tuk, which is amazing. I love the tuk-tuks now. I might just go ride them just for the fun of it. I'm a huge fan of the Cambodian tuk-tuk because when you're walking around town and looking, there's literally hundreds of tuk-tuks and drivers like just
Not a
sitting
joke.
on their phone doing nothing. And so when you call a tuk-tuk, there's literally one to where you're standing in less than a minute every time. Every single time. And so to go from here, the hotel, into downtown, which is about 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Mm-hmm.
Maybe 15. It's $1 or like $1.25. Maybe $1.50 if it's busy.
Yeah, I mine was $1.50 today because it's Sunday and it was during busy time.
And then the food delivery is like, I think it's like 75 cents.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's like 50 cents for the
fee.
food delivery.
Yeah.
For the fee. And then the tip, this will blow your mind if you're in America. The tip, so they give you the option when they deliver the food, you rate them. They give you 3 choices for the set tips. And the lowest option you can do is 25 cents for the tip. The middle option is 50 cents, and the big tip is $1. And so
$1.
like you don't even they don't even have an option to tip more than $1. It's so crazy.
Yes, tuk-tuks are the cheapest, and they're the most fun, honestly, in our opinion.
They are the most
It's
fun.
nice, yeah. It's pretty cool. When we did our Angkor Wat tour, we did it on a remorque, which is like a motorbike in front, and it has like a carriage thing in the back almost. Those are pretty cool. They're usually a little bit more, maybe like another 50 to 75 cents. So still not that much. So you're looking at maybe $2 for a remorque, but the tuk-tuks, there's a zillion of those. They're just sitting around waiting. Literally, I don't call it, whenever I would call a Grab like in Bangkok, I would do it from the apartment. And when the car was getting close, then I would go down and wait for it. Here, I get to the front door of the hotel and call it because they're going to be pulling. I could watch them literally in 2 seconds pull around the corner and come into the driveway for the hotel.
Keith's trying to get jeepney drivers to race. We haven't had any tuk-tuk races.
I tell you what, you're going to sweat a lot less than in a jeepney in the tuk-tuks. But I think a jeepney would win because a tuk-tuk isn't like a full-blown car. A jeepney is really a car. More of a car than a tuk-tuk. So I think the jeepney would win.
David, we picked the car when we were coming from Phnom Penh to Siem Reap. It was like 6 hours.
Yeah.
So if it's over like an hour, or over 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's the longest you'd ride in a tuk-tuk? I'd go 30 minutes easily.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't go more than 30 minutes. I mean, we rode it all day in Angkor Wat, but we were getting on and off.
Yeah.
We didn't just sit in it the whole day.
I really like the tuk-tuk.
Yeah.
A car would be just like if you're going longer or if you have your luggage.
Yeah.
I did see people coming from the airport in a tuk-tuk. They had suitcases sticking out the back. I wouldn't do that. And it was raining. I wouldn't do that.
And you just the tuk-tuks, you just use the Grab app just like anything else. So you just call the tuk-tuks. There's actually a tuk-tuk tab in Grab, so you can do just any car or any vehicle, or you can do just tuk-tuks and get those, no problem.
Yeah. We've never been to the hospital in Vietnam, but I don't know. It was interesting though. The people we met with the other night for dinner, they also went to Malaysia and had surgery at the hospital, the same one that Allie had it in.
Mm-hmm.
And
Similar-ish surgery.
Similar surgery.
Different doctor, but same hospital.
And they paid for the same room type we got, which was $67 a night for the hospital room and the food, which is crazy in and of itself. But they said that when they checked in, they were out of the
single rooms.
And so they put them in a suite. I didn't even know they had a suite. So they showed us a video of their room. So they had the regular hospital room, and then connected to it was a living room and another bedroom with a bed, TV, kitchen, everything.
It was crazy. We were
yeah, you could stay with the
and it
person.
Was, how much, do you remember how much it was? We decided how much it was?
200 and something a night.
Which is still a steal.
For a hospital room. Like, you couldn't even pay that for a hotel room. That was wild.
Do we have a favorite international airline, or is it just whichever has the best price? Usually it's whichever has the best price, or if it's close, there are ones that we prefer. Like, we do like AirAsia. And as far as like the bigger airlines, we do like Eva Air, ANA, Japan Airlines, and Singapore, of course. But the little ones around here, like Vietjet, has been good too. And AirAsia is mostly the one that we go with. We do like that one when we're over here because they go just about everywhere, so it's pretty nice. But from here, we're trying out Air Cambodia for the first time. And it's like a state-run, like a country-run airline, so that should be pretty interesting because the way they do things is very different than regular airlines. I think we've only been in a couple other places on state-run airlines, and it's been really interesting. This one has been too.
Yeah, so let me know if you are in the chat right now. If you're in Da Nang already, let me know that. If you're coming to Da Nang, let me know in the chat that you're coming. If you're leaving soon.
When are you leaving? We'll be there soon.
We'll be there soon.
We've only got a few more days left here.
Yeah, next week we will be doing this live stream from Da Nang.
Yes.
So that is exciting. We are very excited to get there because it's been how long since we were at the beach?
Let's see. Since the beginning of the year. I think I think February was the last time we were at the beach.
Yeah.
If I remember right, yeah. Excuse me, February. Right?
I saw Linnell's beach view room. Hope I get one of those.
Hope we get an upgrade.
Hope. The problem is all of you are like diamond and platinum getting there before us.
I don't think there are as many diamonds, so maybe we'll get an upgrade like Linnell. We could be cool like Linnell. Gary's leaving Friday, so we'll see you Friday.
We'll see you Friday, Gary. Yeah, we'll see you Friday.
Ted, we've got, what did we say, 52?
53.
53 for Da Nang. And yes, we're going to do one more live next week, and then we're going to take a week off, and then we'll be back after that. We'll take a week off while we're with the group. Michelle's heading to Logan Airport next Sunday, coming to Da Nang.
Mary's leaving on the 26th. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be awesome.
Close.
It's going to be awesome.
I'm excited.
So if you're not coming to this one, go sign up for Hong Kong now. Start making your plan because...
Kelvin's coming on the 26th. Well, he's arriving into Bangkok on the 26th.
From Bangkok. Arriving on the 26th from Bangkok. Going to Bangkok.
Did someone show us how to travel abroad in the beginning? It's mostly like for
we
me, yeah, we winged it.
We winged it.
Just wing it. You just learn. I mean, we traveled a lot, like for work out of the country. For the nonprofits that we worked for, we both traveled outside the country often, so we had that experience. And my family could not afford to travel outside the country. We couldn't even afford to travel outside the state of Florida when I grew up. But I always wanted to travel. My grandmother was the only person that would travel, and when she would come back and show pictures, it was my dream to be like my grandmother. So I know she's excited that I'm getting to do all this.
Mitzi, the trip, the meetups like this, there's like the big trips. They are for members of the Retirement Travel Jumpstart community. So once you're in that course and community, the details are all in the community, and it's just like for this trip and for the Hong Kong trip, it's just you book your own hotel. We just put what hotel we're gonna be at, and then you just book the hotel with your own points or whatever, and just show up, and then we're just gonna all hang out. So there's a link in the description to this live for the course, which includes the community. It's an amazing community of people, like all these people, and it is really amazing. Like, we're really looking forward to seeing everyone, all our friends from the last cruise, new friends we're gonna meet,
Old friends and new friends.
old friends and new friends. It's gonna be,
it'll be nice. We're looking forward to
it's
it.
gonna be amazing. Thanks, Ron. Yeah, can't wait to meet everybody. Let's see.
Yeah, Monica, we'll see you in Hong Kong.
Yep, I am looking forward to Hong Kong.
Yeah, we're actually celebrating Dave Poon's birthday there.
That's right. It'll be, we need to make a video for the adventures of Dave and Nikki
That's right.
of our birthday celebration. There you go, Valerie. Monica, Valerie has a bed for you.
There you go. You just found a bed, Monica. You're all set now. Valerie's got you covered.
Well, thank you, Michelle.
Oh, that's
good to
sweet,
hear.
Michelle.
Yeah, it's changed our life too. I mean, it really has, and I think a lot of people don't realize what's out there, how much is out there, and
Yeah, it's funny because we were our new Canadian friends that we met here, Corey and Wallace, were, we were talking. We've had dinner with them a couple times already, and we were just, talking about this and about this life and getting recognized and all that kind of stuff. And to us, it's like, you know what? We're just like meeting new friends. Like, we're friends with them now. I mean, we had other friends that we hung out with in Bangkok who we met on a cruise because they recognized us, came over and started talking to us, and then we were friends. And then next thing you know, we're spending a month together in Bangkok. So it's just, it's really cool for us because, it's kind of cool to just meet people who get it, and you don't have to explain everything to. They understand your life, and they don't think you're crazy.
that's the big thing. People who get you. You want to have people who understand you and support you for the things that you're doing, not questioning you at every turn. And so the people in the community understand you because they're doing what you're doing, and you don't have to explain to them every other day what you're doing.
Exactly.
And literally, they're already doing it. There's a lot of people already doing it, so you can ask them questions. That's what's amazing about it. We're gonna ask people questions in Da Nang, places we've never been. We ask people all the time because no one's been everywhere. So someone in the community has probably been somewhere where you're thinking.
Exactly. Yes, like-minded people. It's kind of nice.
Exactly.
Makes life easier and more fun.
Yeah. Let's see.
Good, Monica. Smart.
Very good. Let's see. I don't know if there's like community centers in Thailand. I've never looked for one.
Yeah, I mean, there probably are. There's a place called like Bangkok Community Help or something like that. Because volunteering is seen as a job in a lot of places, which makes, house sitting a little bit of a quirky thing if you do that. Volunteering can be considered as a job in a lot of places, even if you're not getting money. So you can only do things with organizations that are government approved to have people like tourists helping. So make sure that you you confirm that anybody or anything that you're promoting falls into those guidelines, because that's super important. It's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, we're just making solving problems here for.
That's right. Left and right. We got all kinds of stuff.
Monica's got a room now. We do not have any layover. Straight from Siem Reap to Da Nang.
It's an hour and 20 minutes. And we're on the same time zone already. So no jet lag for
I
us.
planned this whole summer, no layovers.
That's right. I don't like layovers.
The more we travel, the less we want to lay over.
I don't want to lay over. If what we do now is, especially if we're doing like a big long haul, if we have a layover, we just stay. So we just make it like a part of the trip and stay longer.
Probably not going to be on the U.S. East Coast for a while because we just went home to see our parents and our kids. And yeah, we're probably not going back because our daughter's coming to visit us.
Yeah.
In Japan.
That's right.
So the meetups are, I'll run through the meetups real quick. Well, obviously this week, Da Nang. The next one after that is, there's a meetup in Halong Bay, but it's already sold out. And there's the meetup in Hong Kong, which you can still go to. Meetup in Hong Kong in October of this year. Then there's a meetup in Bali. And then that's
a girls' trip.
Girls only. And then there is...
If guys come, you're on your own.
And then there is a cruise from Rome, May of 2026. And a cruise from London to Iceland, June of 2026. Iceland and Norway. And then a cruise to Antarctica, expedition cruise, November 2026. So that's awesome.
Thank you, Ted.
Well, thank you, Ted. I will say, Ted, we thank you so much. It's amazing that you did that for us. We did go have dinner in Phnom Penh 2 weeks ago, and we said, you know what? We were tired. And it was raining, I think. We didn't want to go out. We didn't want to order anything. We're like, let's just go down to the restaurant. And we're in the Marriott, Courtyard by Marriott.
They had a really nice restaurant.
They had a really nice restaurant.
It's not like Courtyard in the U.S.
And we were like, what should we get? And then we were looking at the menu, and they had like a ribeye for 2 on the menu. And we were like, I was like, we should get that ribeye. And I was like, Ted did give us that money for dinner tonight.
He did. He literally said that.
I said, we should get the ribeye because Ted gave us the money for that. So I said, okay, this dinner's
on Ted.
And so we talked about it, and we had a really nice ribeye in Cambodia at the Marriott because of you, Ted. So thank you. Because I don't think we would have, if you hadn't said that was for dinner, I'm pretty sure we wouldn't have done it. Right? Like, we probably wouldn't have done it. So you made us able to get that, and it really was good because we hadn't had that for a while. But yeah, so in Da Nang, that's gonna go a long way.
I just got to tell you, Linnell, if you were amazed by the bidets in the bathrooms in Singapore, wait until you go to a bathroom in Japan. If you ever have a layover in Tokyo, or you end up in Japan at some point, brace yourself. You could pass out. The toilets there are like, whenever we leave, that's like the one thing that makes me the saddest, I think, about leaving Japan is, I hate to say it, but they have warm toilet seats and everything is automated. A lot of the time you don't even have to touch anything. It just flushes on its own. They're incredible. And the cleanest toilets you've ever seen in your entire life. I went to the toilet in the train station and I was like, is this somebody's house or something? This is like ridiculous. It was so clean. Insane.
They also have, before you walk into the bathroom, like in the airport, they have a digital map on the wall that shows you which stalls are occupied and which ones are not before you go in, so you can not disturb anybody.
Exactly.
It's kind of amazing. This
Did we
is
get
John
everybody?
and Shar. Thank you. Appreciate
Hello.
you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Ted. Let's see here. Mitzi says, we've inspired them to take the leap. Struggling with the sweet spot on how far out to book airfare and accommodations for each location.
Yeah. And that's actually probably one of the things that we did learn in reference to somebody's question earlier. Anna, I think. We did learn also not to book out too far, to just kind of have a loose plan. And then when you know it was going to happen, then actually book it. Actually, that came about from 2020, from all the COVID stuff. From then on, we actually didn't lose anything. Everybody gave us our money back, which was actually a miracle. But from then on, we just started booking much closer. We just have a loose plan of what we want to do and just kind of keep an eye on stuff. I mean, the things that we know for sure we're going to do, we just lock those in. And that's the nice thing about booking with points, is you can cancel at any time and you don't lose anything. You get those points back in 2 seconds.
Yeah, Emily is asking about, before she takes the course, is there a way to figure out if it would even be viable, I think is what she wants to know. Yeah, easily. Just go on YouTube and search nanny.
It says, yeah.
Go on YouTube and search nanny. Nanny life or nanny, whatever keywords you can think of. And if other people are successful, like if there's people with 50,000 subscribers in that field
or more,
then you know that it can be done. If there is nobody, if everyone that has done that channel has 200 subscribers or less, then you'll know that it's probably not going to work.
Probably not good. Yeah. That gives you a rough idea.
That's a really rough way of doing it. There's a lot more that goes into it than that, which is detailed in the course.
But at least that gives you a rough idea. Okay, that is a viable thing. I can move forward with it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Mitzi, yes. Actually, Korean Air is a great airline. We've flown on them a couple of times too. Actually, we've got a flight with them later this year. Their bathrooms, their service, the bathrooms, everything is amazing.
Just got a priority pass. Do you have to pay ahead of time? You shouldn't have to pay.
No, you shouldn't have to pay at all. No, the priority pass is free, but make sure that you register it before you leave so that you have your priority pass card. You can download the priority pass app and make sure you register it. If you have priority pass through one of your cards, make sure you register it in your account, just kind of connecting the two things, so that when you get to the airport, you can just hit the app and it'll open up your card and then they'll scan it and you can go in, no problem. And from within the app, it will tell you where the lounges are that you can go to with priority pass. It's perfect.
Let's see. Dave wants to know maybe that's Nikki. Which toilet smells better? They don't have any scented toilets here, do they?
Yeah, they're not scented. But as far as clean, because in Japan, they don't use any scented cleaning things at all. It's like a neutral scent. But they are so spotless that I'd have to say them. Yes, cleaner than Singapore.
Yeah.
And Singapore is very clean.
Singapore was not as clean.
It's not as clean as people say.
As they say. Japan is cleaner.
Japan is clean. Not only is it cleaner, it's also it's such a huge city, and it's quite possibly the quietest. You'd be walking around, you hear almost nothing. It's just like a dull roar when you're walking around in the middle of the hustle and bustle. I mean, you could be in Shibuya crossing, and it's not loud. It's really kind of crazy. It's surreal when you're there.
Oh, this is the brain of Philly in the Brain. So Philly in the Brain must be Philly.
I see now how.
Yeah, you need to come to Hong Kong.
Yeah.
You need to come to Hong Kong. It's gonna be great. We are redoing our missed opportunity. When we first started traveling, we did not film a single thing in Hong Kong.
We went to Hong Kong, had a jolly old time for a whole week. We did all kinds of super fun stuff. It was actually the first Asian country we landed in ever. And it almost ruined Thailand for us.
Yeah. We didn't do a single thing. We didn't film a single thing. And that's why we just say start filming from the day you go.
From day one. Get ready in case you change your mind. And then you don't have to go back and redo it.
Angela, if you see a good airfare, you can book it now. We're within the window to book. We haven't booked ours yet, but
we're over here, so
we're close.
you're coming from Mexico City. I would
start looking
Yeah.
and then booking. You're definitely close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
bidet and bum gun are two different things.
Yeah, you don't want to save up points too early, like not 10 years.
Right.
Definitely a year. You want more than a year.
Mm-hmm.
I would say definitely more than a year. Let's see. We're gonna get to the end here. We're gonna have to go to bed.
That's right. Oh yeah.
We've never been kicked out of a priority pass.
No.
The time limits don't matter.
No. We've gotten there well ahead, and they've not even said anything to us because they see your boarding pass when you come in. They've never said anything at all. We've sat in lounges 3 or 4 hours before and never had anybody. Usually they say 2 hours is the limit. We've not ever had a problem. Not in Asia. I don't know about the US, but not in Asia. Not even in Europe, honestly.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, David, the Antarctica trip you can do. I'm trying to think where the link would be for that. But the other trips, you don't have to take the class, but you need to be in the community. So it's part of that. Because otherwise there would just be too many people on the trips because there's already 53 people on this one. So if it was...
Well, if you're a member of the channel, he's a member of the channel. It's in the channel membership, isn't it?
Yeah. The Antarctica trip is in the... Yeah, it should be listed on the...
It should be listed in the channel membership, information. It should be in there, the link to the forum and all the information.
Exactly.
Pricing and all that.
Sorry, I just missed a bunch of things here. Let's see. Does Hong Kong count as a separate country from China? Ooh, good question.
Depends on who you ask.
Yeah.
If you ask the Hong Kong folks, they will say no.
Oh, they'll say yeah.
But some will say no, some will say yes. But they say mainland China and Hong Kong. But see, the visa rules for mainland China and Macau are different than for Hong Kong. Like, we don't need a visa for Hong Kong, but we do for mainland China or for Macau.
Yeah, that's what Dave's saying. It's different.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Hey, Clinton. Glad you caught up.
We're still working on it.
Let's see. All right, so we have one more week before the big Da Nang meetup. We'll be there, though, next week. A week from now, we'll be in Da Nang doing a live, so we will see everybody next week.
Yes.
Links to everything we mentioned should be in the description to this video. If you want to start on your YouTube journey, if you took my inspirational rant, go ahead and get started.
He put on an inspirational, motivational seminar earlier, if you missed it.
Yeah. And you'll be flying during the live stream. Yeah. Clinton, we're probably slowing down as the night gets longer, too.
Oh, he was trying to catch up, so he was playing it at fast speed. Yeah. See you soon, Cherie.
We will see you guys all soon.
Oh, she'll be flying during the live next week.
We're excited. Yeah. Well, I wonder if they're going to have internet on your plane. You need to jump on the live. If they have internet. I've never had internet that good on a plane.
So funny.
Yeah, everybody have a good day.
Thank you, everybody.
And
we'll see a lot of you soon.
See a lot of you soon. Yep.
And we'll chat with a lot of you next week from Vietnam. So have a super day, everybody. We'll chat next week.
Yeah.
Bye. Thank you.